woman was running around the house. She moved things around, straightened the covers, occasionally went to the kitchen to look at the food cooking, and then returned to the living room. Whenever she heard a noise from the street, she ran to the window, and every time she heard the doorbell, she realized it was someone else's doorbell, and felt sad. Her son, who had found a job in another city, had not been able to come home for 2 months, both because he was far away and because he could not get leave. The middle-aged woman was longing for her son's arrival, anxiously waiting with her ears on the doorbell and footsteps. She had gotten so used to her son saying, "Happy Mother's Day," and hugging her neck every Mother's Day that it was as if he was going to walk in the door, run up, hug her, and then eat the sweets she had prepared for him. But her son hadn't said he was coming. What if he doesn't come? What if he doesn't get permission? She felt a fire of longing burning inside her. He started preparations in the morning. When her husband saw that she was in such a hurry, he asked, "Why are you in such a hurry?" Asked. He continued to ask, but he didn't get an answer. Finally, he insisted, "I have a lot of work to do at home today. You go for a walk," and begged him to go out. What if he realizes the reason for my worry? What if my son doesn't come even though I have been waiting for hours, she thought. Her heart trembled once again at the thought of, what if he doesn't come? Hours passed. It was almost noon. If you can't come, at least make a phone call, say Mom. The distress in her heart began to increase. I wonder if he won't even make a phone call to celebrate Mother's Day. I'm waiting for that, but maybe she didn't even remember. Does the saying, out of sight, out of mind, ever apply to mothers? No, dear, at least a phone call. A phone call is not enough. I miss my baby, his dark eyes, his mischievous smile. Huh. Naughty, if he hears me say that, he'll be offended again. He'll say, "Don't love me like a child." He smiled. No matter how old you are my baby. Of course I will love you like my baby. The more she thought about her child, the more she thought about talking to him, the more her face smiled, and without realizing it, she suddenly cheered up. Then she glanced at the clock on the wall and calmed down again. He's not coming. He should at least call. He thought reluctantly. I wish I could at least hear your voice. Just as she was thinking these thoughts, she was startled by the sound of her cell phone. She reached for the phone with a tiredness in her shoulders and a bitterness in her eyes. She looked at the screen. It was her son. Should she be happy? She could not be happy. I wonder if he had called to say he couldn't come. Was she going to celebrate Mother's Day on the phone? Wasn't she going to hug her baby? He picked up the phone. Allo. Alo, how are you, Mom? Thank you, baby, how are you? I'm fine, Mom. What are you doing? How's work? It's been a little hard, but I've gotten used to this city and this job. Is that so, my child? She didn't mention Mother's Day. She neither celebrated nor said she would not come. Finally, he couldn't stand it and asked, Did you get permission, baby? Yes, Mom. I'm on vacation. How do you know that? How do I know? Didn't you take leave for Mother's Day? Mother's Day, right? Happy Mother's Day, Mom. You. Didn't you ask permission for this? Mom, I said I was going to see a lady I love very much, a very important lady to me. My chief gave me permission. I am going to her now. The middle-aged woman paused, trying to control her voice. Is that so? What kind of person is she? Mom, I assure you he loves me as much as you do. I am sure that he has made the same meals and desserts that you have made for me, and is waiting for me. Okay, baby, I hope she loves you too. I'm sure he does, Mom. I took my first leave to see him. Where's Dad, Mom? He was outside, baby. That's your father knocking. I think it's your father. Okay, Mom. Send my love to my dad, too. I have to go. I'm close to home. I can smell the delicious food. I'm on the threshold of the beauty of the world I care so much about. Okay, baby, I'll tell him. Call me back later, baby. God bless you. She hung up the phone. How much he missed his son, how much he wanted to see him. As his hand reached for the door, he couldn't stop the tears from flowing from his eyes. When she opened the door, and her son threw his arms around her neck and shouted, "Dear Mom, Happy Mother's Day." It was like a dream scene. His son said, "Mommy, I wanted to surprise you, please don't cry." But his mother was sobbing with joy.